Hello, my name is Tom Jesper, and today on JSP-Tutorials I'm going to teach you a way to make any photo really stand out only by using two layers. Now, I've got two photos here, this one of me and my sister, and this one which was taken last holiday. Of course, I don't want to be going around stealing people's photos off the internet and be done for copyright and all that sort of stuff, so I'm just using these two photos. Now, they may not be the best examples, but they do show you what can happen, or how good this technique is, So, first thing we're going to do is we'll work on this first image. First thing we want to do is duplicate this first layer. See, we've got the background layer here. So what you do is press Ctrl and J. You see you've got the second layer here. Now on the underneath layer, the one that still says background, we can duplicate this layer again, which I'll do just for continuity purposes. There we go. So duplicate that layer. So on the first duplicated layer, you click Control, Shift and U. Now it doesn't look like it's changed anything, but if you look down here, it's actually gone black and white. And then what we want to do is we want to turn this top layer back on, hit that layer, and change the blending mode here to overlay. Now what that does is it overlays the colour on top of the black and white, which gives the lighter colours a really kind of washed out effect, but the darker colours make them a lot darker. For example, you can see the greens here in the background, but compare that to our skin tones here, which have just gone completely, a lot whiter. So if we just compare that to that was the original, and that's the one afterwards. Now this is really good for when you're doing portraits of people. If you're a photographer or anything like that and you've got a striking pose but it just doesn't pop, this is a really good way to do it. So we've come this far, and you see we've only got two layers here, black and white and colour. You don't even need the background layer, but I always like to keep the background layer so you know what you're working from and what the original image was. So we want to click the black and white layer just once more. Oops, sorry. There we go. Now, if you watch my black and white photo tutorial earlier, you'll see this tool yet again. You want to click Ctrl and L to bring up the levels box. You want to have a little fiddle about with these to try and get the colours perfect. See, that's far too much, obviously. If we stick it down there, and you can just knock them up slightly, and you can see how it's changing the background. Of course, because I've got such dark hair, my hair gets affected an awful lot as well. So we can knock the greys up. There we go. On the whites, see what the whites look like. No, you see, when you knock the whites up, if you've got white skin, you're often in danger of having this which just looks too washed out. You see, my sister's got darker skin than me. She doesn't look too bad, but I've got such light skin that it just looks terrible down here. So I think we'll leave the whites as they are down there. Right, okay. So hit OK. There we go. That's how to make striking photos using only two layers. So we'll go back to looking at the original. There, to looking at the new one. And you can just see how much better that one looks. So we'll go on to our second image, which is this one, which was a stupid photo my sister took. Spur of the moment thing. So what we're going to do is duplicate the layer twice, Ctrl J, and then Ctrl J again. So I don't know why those blending modes are on overlay. Right, normal, normal, normal. Of course you won't need to do that, it's just because my computer remembers what I was doing previously. Right, so we've got these two layers. On the middle layer, Control, Shift and U to desaturate it. There we go. Of course you can't see it, but it is definitely black and white. Now on the top layer, we're going to set the blending mode to overlay. Okay, second layer again, I'll click Control and L, bring up the levels box, have a fiddle about with the levels. See, this photo is a really good example of why you should, or why you can fiddle around with the levels. Hit OK. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate. I'll make I'll duplicate this background layer, make that black and white. so you can see the difference. So that's what it was before the levels were adjusted, and that's what it is afterwards. You can see how much you need to play around just to get your image perfect. So we've got that, which is, it does just look so much better than the original colour version there. It's not great quality, that one. So there we go. This definitely works on every type of photo. I mean, landscapes, it works really well. Make fields and trees and stuff stand out. But as I said before, its main use is for photography and portraits, etc. And it's a really quick and simple way to make model type photos, modelesque photos, shall I say. So I've been Tom here for JSP Tutorials.